Hey y'all, it's Sheila. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Today's not going to be all fun and giggles. We're talking some serious talk today. I have experienced the scariest day of my life. The scariest I have ever been. Today is Friday. I experienced it Wednesday. And only a couple of people know about this. My body shut down Wednesday afternoon. And it wasn't in such great shape yesterday. Many of y'all know that previously for our company, I was a CPR instructor, among other things. But I taught CPR all over North Carolina, and I taught CPR for some other healthcare providers as well. I can't tell you how far me and my babies have been in this state. I had 6 CPR babies. I called them my children. You know, I always had to have a vehicle that my children could fit into and all the paraphernalia that I carried to teach CPR. Never did I think I would be performing CPR on my husband. Y'all know David's younger than me. David has a strong heart. He has no heart problems. For about a week, David's had a really bad chest cold. He has been coughing his head off. He has not felt well, and he won't go to the doctor. David is also on a diet, and every morning I fix him breakfast. He's doing low carb, and he's lost close to 30 pounds. Men lose weight quickly. He's been doing this about a month and a half, and he's lost close to 30 pounds. I know he's going to hit a plateau soon, but yeah. I get up and I fix him eggs and a breakfast meat. You know, usually boiled eggs. He says those keep him fuller longer than a scrambled egg or a fried egg. And then I fix him 2 boiled eggs for a midday snack. I was sitting in my recliner with my laptop open, watching a documentary with my earbuds in, and all at once he started coughing. And my thing, anytime we're in a restaurant and somebody chokes and David's going like this, I'm like, they're coughing, they're fine. As long as they're coughing, they're fine. You know, I'm not going to do anything until they quit coughing. While there's coughing going on, there's air moving, and I'm not doing anything. And several times, you know, David has swallowed something the wrong way, and he'll be looking at me all big-eyed, and I'm like, you're coughing. You're fine. Keep coughing. Well, Wednesday morning, he was coughing, and he set his plate down. And he was getting very red in the face. And I put my laptop down, and I slid up on the edge of my chair, and I said, keep coughing. Just keep coughing. Try and get it up. All at once, David was flopped back in his recliner. His face was beet red. And right before my eyes, his lips started turning blue. Some days, David will wear bibbed overalls out in the shop. And that Wednesday, he had on bibbed overalls. And all these things going through my mind. You know, I've got to get him on the floor. I've got to get him on the floor. I can't get behind him to do the Heimlich maneuver in this recliner. And I grabbed him by the galluses and I was screaming, help me, get out of the chair, help me. And his head went back. And I knew. And I held my hand up. He wasn't breathing. He wasn't breathing at all. And I pulled and I pulled. And I couldn't get him down onto the floor. This is an older recliner. It's a lazy boy, and it's got a very firm back. And you're not supposed to do CPR on a soft surface. And that was going through my head. And my phone was laying within reach. And I thought at some point, I've got to call 911. And I quickly gave him a thrust into the stomach, trying to get the object to come up, and it wouldn't. And I checked, and he wasn't breathing. And he was getting bluer and bluer. So I did chest compressions with him sitting up in a recliner. And I don't know how many compressions went by, and all of a sudden his eyes flew open. He leaned forward and he started gasping for air, and he got the rest of the boiled egg up. Once he was coughing and clearing his throat and talking, I sat down. I'm great. I'm your girl in an emergency. But after, I'm not worth a flip. All that adrenaline is rushing through your body, and I was just shaking and vibrating and holding myself, sitting in my recliner and rocking back and forth. And then the crying started, and the crying went on for about 30 minutes. I couldn't stop. I had what we call around here the snubs. I couldn't stop. I've done CPR on, I can't tell you how many people because of a health condition. I never expected to do CPR on my own husband because he choked on an egg and lost consciousness. So why am I saying all this? If you don't know CPR, check with the American Red Cross, the American Heart Association. Google CPR in your area. It might cost you $25 or $30. But if you don't know CPR and one of your loved ones is dying right before your eyes, you'll wish you did. There are videos that you can watch on the basics of CPR. Yeah, I'm no longer a CPR instructor for business. What we used to say was anything you can do. You may not be doing those compressions by the book, but anything you can do may save a life. Even doing CPR in a recliner. Check with some local agencies, check with some local civic groups, watch some videos online. CPR's changed a lot. It used to be 1 to 5, 1 breath to 5 compressions, 2 to 10, 2 breaths to 2 compressions, 2 to 15, 2 breaths to 15 compressions, and then it became just 15 compressions. Different agencies teach different ways. You don't have to do the breaths. You don't have to. I didn't do any breaths because I knew if I couldn't get his head back to open his airway, and I knew he had a mouthful of egg. What good would it do to blow more egg down his throat? His jaw was clenched. I couldn't get the egg out of his mouth. I'm glad that I knew CPR. And I hope that some of y'all that don't know CPR will watch some videos on CPR or go take a class. See, it wasn't all grins and giggles today. It's been a stressful week. I had some little gnats buzzing around at me, you know, buzzing, irritating the crap out of me, and, you know, not real gnats, people gnats. I'm going to tell y'all that's irrelevant now. It's irrelevant. Please check out some videos on CPR, and please check with some local agencies and go take a CPR class. The life you save could be one very, very dear to you. That's all. Y'all have a great day. Make it a great day. It is truly always a great day to have a great day. And Wednesday, it was a really great day. Bye now.